Catherine, James, and Yin Yang. Very good. Okay, you know what I'd like to do here is, Catherine, I think you're keeping notes on the number of yin and yang cycles in each of these moves, are you not?
I am.
Good. Then let's go through the form as we've done it so far, move by move, and make sure we remember how many yin and yang cycles are in each one. And Catherine can check us. And then as we move forward, maybe Catherine can, since she's doing this anyway, can be the goalkeeper and keep control of this. Because what I'd like to do is just do these first 6 moves and then treat that as like a mini uh, form. It'll just be a 6 move form. So we really get this the same way, James, the same way we get one of the routines in the advanced Qigong class is you really internalize this and get it. It's not the only way it could be done, but it's the way we're going to do it, right? Or the way we decided to do it. Okay, let's go to the first move again. Now, as I remember, Catherine, there are 11 yin and yang cycles, I think, in the first move. Let's just do the first move a couple times, then we'll come back and we'll count them. Okay, so I'm going to have each of you do that move 2. Do it once facing the camera and then once facing away. Catherine, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay.
In fact, let's do something that we've started doing in the advanced Qigong class. I'm going to mute myself because what happens too often is um, I make some little noise and the camera goes back on me instead of staying on you. So I'm going to set the rotation. Let's do Catherine and then James and then Yin Yin. Once facing away. Let me mute myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, is it working? It's not working, is it? Hello, hello. Is it working now? Hello.
Now it looks like it's working, and the
Oh,
camera,
is it working now?
yeah.
Nope, not working.
No,
Hello.
Yan, yes,
Hello.
it is.
Oh, okay, cool. I can't tell. Okay.
Okay, when you've got the basic choreography, and everybody's got it, when you've got the basic choreography, you've done level number one, what I call level number one. The next level is to take that choreography and begin to understand it. And one of the easiest ways to understand it is just simply like you're breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Very simple. Closing and opening, closing and opening. Closing is yin, opening is yang. So it's a yin-yang cycle. In this move, this first move, there are 11 of them, we've counted. You could arrange it slightly different ways, but that's okay. 11 is good. So let's go through this one. I'm going to do this first one. I'm going to ask you guys to either remember or figure out the next ones. If you can figure out how to look at a Tai Chi move and determine where the yin and yang cycles are, now you actually begin to understand Tai Chi. So you yourself, you could look at something on YouTube, either in our lineage or in a completely different lineage. It doesn't matter because they all work the same way. You would be able to look at them. Maybe you want to, here's a great trick when you watch a YouTube video, because YouTube is an incredible resource. When you watch it, slow it down and just watch one move. Slow it down. You can slow it down to 3/4 speed, half speed, or quarter speed. Slow it down to quarter speed and just watch it. And don't just watch it once. Put it on a loop. If you don't have a looper, go get yourself a looper. They're free, all right? It's a little piece of software. It takes 2 seconds to put on Chrome and or whatever your browser is, and or on YouTube directly, and loop it. Loop one move and watch it a dozen times. Watch it 10 to 12 to 15 times. What happens is the first half dozen times you watch it, you won't see it. It's only after it repeats and repeats and repeats that you begin to see inside the move and understand what it is. Think about music. The first time you hear a piece, let's talk about classical music. The first time you hear a piece, wow, it's just very strange. You're sort of like outside the music, looking in on it. But then after you watch it over and over and over, now you begin to know the music. You begin to understand it from the inside. And a piece that you didn't understand at all may become your favorite piece. It works the same way in Tai Chi. So here's the way we've divided this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, Catherine, you do them. Catherine, and then James, and then Yan Yan.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, I'm glad that James messed that up, right? He got 10 instead of 11. Learning this is a struggle. Learning Tai Chi is hard. It's like learning to play the piano. It's a struggle, right? Nobody does it without making a bazillion mistakes. So, I normally am muting myself, but I unmuted myself to say this. If we're going to do it this way, and I'm going to mute myself, I don't want to be running back and forth trying to unmute myself all the time. When you make a mistake, when you get the wrong number, go back to the beginning and figure out what you did wrong. That's the only solution to it anyway, right? So I'm going to mute myself again. James is going to do it again and see if he can come up with 11 this time.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Luke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so we've all got that first move. You guys got more than you realize you did with that. You know more than you know you know. So one of the things that you can say about what you've learned here is you've also learned the breathing, because every yin and yang cycle is the same as a breathing cycle. Yin is breathing in, yang is breathing out. Now, in the real world, not just practice, but in the real world, sometimes you have to modify that a little bit, but we'll let that happen in the future here. So there should be, theoretically, 11 in-breaths and 11 exhales in that first move. The truth is, in the real world, that may not be, because when things are a little too short, sometimes you can bridge them and have 2 in there. But that's the basic idea. It also has to do with your energy. Yin and yang energy is very simple. Yin energy is bringing energy into the body. Right? You're absorbing energy. Yang energy is boom, is going outward. It's either coming into the center or it's coming out from the center. Yin, yang. Yin, yang. Contract, expand. Contract, expand. That is the basic level of real movement. All the other fancy stuff comes on top of that. So you actually have learned the basic movements here. If you were a baseball player, right? Yin, yang, right? It's that simple. Right? Yin, yang. 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 Right? All the way through. Each one of those cycles has a function. You're actually doing something. All right? I'll do this more like the, this is an Yilu form, meaning a first road form. It's more like wrestling. And so it's a little softer and rounder. But I'm going to do it like an Erlu form. Erlu form is more like a boxing form. So it's more about striking. Watch. Each one of those, you're doing something. A martial application. But if you practiced like that all the time, you'd exhaust yourself in 5 minutes. All right? So you don't want to practice like that. You want to practice very softly. Now, once you move up to higher levels, yeah, you would be able to do that. But I mean, who wants to do that? You exhaust yourself, and you just want to train softly to retain your energy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what happens is as you get more and more comfortable with this, it will smooth out. Right now, it's probably a little rocky, right? That is, your energy flow is a little rocky. You guys have seen me do this before. I'm going to do it again, right? When your energy body is like this rock, this is a perfectly good rock. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's got sharp edges and points on it, and you know, this is some of the rock that San Francisco's built on, right? And that's what it's going to be like at the beginning for you. Yeah, it's a little jerk, it's a little herky jerky. You're not quite sure what to do or what the angles should be. Your body does not understand. How many of you have ever gone surfing? Right? The first time you go surfing, it's going to be very rough. You are not going to be a great surfer.
Malcolm, the 100th time you go surfing, it's going to be kind of rough.
Well, that's probably true, but hopefully by the 100th time you've been out there, you have discovered some things and you are better than you were the first time, right? In other words, you're smoothing, here's another little rock, you're smoothing things out. And it just takes experience, right? So we've gained a lot of information about this. When you do the form, relax into it. Song, like that panther that if you were here for the earlier class, we watched a Black Panther. Like that Black Panther moving, right? Just like the panther moving. You're practicing everything you need to do to actually use this as a martial art. Only you're not doing that, right? But in the mind, you're following that pattern. It's like uh, if you've ever been out golfing, right? It's like practicing your swing, right? You're just practicing. There's no ball there. I'm just practicing my swing. You can tell I don't golf, right? But you practice the motion, right? It's shadow boxing. Now, once you get really good, you get really comfortable with it, you're doing it correctly, then you can start adding your own custom movements on top of it. Right? Watch. You can start adding your own juice on top of it, but it's built on a solid foundation. Okay. we don't really have time to go on to the second move today. Let's go on to it tomorrow, the second move. But let's practice it once or twice, right? Sit down on your right leg. Sit down on your right leg again. It's not this. It's this. Your weight is on the left. Catherine's liking it. All right, one more. My teacher would do it up here by his ear. Lots of people go wide. Old style, really old styles like this. That's it. It's not showy, it's just get to the point. Okay, let's pick it up there. Tomorrow we'll work on the second move. You guys did great today. It's very encouraging. Good. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Ciao.